shorty, she support ride, lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side, ready to try, keep it.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down! You ready? Tie down! Hey, defense, let's go!
This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Margus Hunt able to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Crowell. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
7:34.
Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
27 on the play. First down, Raiders.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a give to Crowell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now it's Crowell, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Here's the 2nd year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down. First and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, go 66.
Throwing now is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
54 Mike. Ready? Alpha.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Raiders take over. Come on, baby. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
And now here come the Raiders. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his man, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, it's Carr, and he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Carr completes it. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Carr. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, one man in the backfield, that's Crowell. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Crowell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Check it, reload.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got Rodgers. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Brady again. Campbell making the catch. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Exit. Hey, check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Switch up, switch up. Hey, Mike, it's in now.
On third down, Brady. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He sets to fire deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
At the 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check Mike. Whip. Watch the whip. He's checking. Crash. Cloud.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bullock good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go Bandit! Hey, wahoo! Mike's 50, Mike's 50! Let him know, let him know. Hey, 66.
To throw again. Brady. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, 77 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run with Crowell. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. Crowell, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Brown, complete. Past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Bullock to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
From the 27, Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
50, Mike's 50. Rip right, rip right. Mike's 50. Hey, Alabama.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Brady closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo. 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. It's a party now.
Sugar.
Hey, alert 3.
Like that.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
42-yard line.
Brady now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Come on. Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Carr's pass.
Last stop. Last stop.
A gain of 15 brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Your trap. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Wait, that round 80? Round 80? Ozzy, where?
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he cuts it out to the side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Corral. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's Raider 2.
Mike 36.
Throwing now is Carr. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Raiders.
Carr now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Shotgun now for Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. This is Crowell. Nate Hairston there to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 84, watch 84. Quad.
Now Carr. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards.
And the Raider first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Carr. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ryan Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will get him one closer. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
6-man. Check girls.
They run again with Hines. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
You better bring it.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
50, Mike, 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Alert! Check the backer.
Buzz.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the 22, Brady letting one go deep for the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A first down carry now for Crowell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, Crowell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Crowell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check my 50. All day, baby, all day, all day.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Alert 3, alert. Hey, check it. Alert 3.
Here's Hines. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Colt 66.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike.
Bravo.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Mike's 50. Check it.
Brady. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
At the 49-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Crowell, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Crowell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. On the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Crowell. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4. He's collapsing.
On the run, it's Crowell. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done, so now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
50. So we got man.
Hey, Alabama. Easy. 380. Hey.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Slam.
Sugar.
From the 24, Brady. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
On 1st down, Hines. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Tight end right. Trip. Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Mike's 50.
From the 44, Brady. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Crowell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
What's tight? Tight is right.
Carr going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Wait, set. Run 80. Run 80. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be hey, ball 66.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Ryan Grant, 98 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wait, set. 53. Let's go on. No, 66. Let's go on. No, 66.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
50, mark 50, mark 50. Defense wins championship, really.
Brady now on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, high 7. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, here we go.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Regular.
Hey, 50. 50's a Mike, 50's a Mike. What we got? Mike.
Check it, reload.
On play action, it's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. On play action, now Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.